Thank you very much, Evelina. Can't hear me. That took a little bit of time for the notice to come through to the system. Yeah, I did have it on mute. So thank you for that reminder. We are here for the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So you haven't missed much until now. I haven't started doing the actual reading yet of the cards, but here we are. I did miss this one for you. So there we go. It is those who fly solo have the strongest wings. There you go. So now we can get into the actual reading. It was the Be Live, the people who are on YouTube and my Facebook page who missed out on that wonderful introduction at the start. But that's all right. You can practice lip reading. Those who are on the eCam, which is mytimetv.live, my Facebook profile, and I think the Soulpreneurs app. Oh, I don't know what that did. It flicked through the camera somehow. A little bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, here's the cards that we're reading, and I am going to zoom in a little bit as I move into the reading. Yeah, lots of laughs it is. Well, I love lots of laughs. Laughter is fantastic medicine. And good morning, Michaela. Lovely to have you here too. And over here on the eCam, you can't see the notification from my page though. Look, I can't help you with the notifications. With those who aren't getting them, who absolutely know that you've signed into allowing notifications on your Facebook, YouTube, or otherwise. Well, they're the only places I'm going. I don't think Soulpreneurs have that option. I don't know because I haven't used it at that end. So yes. Check that you have notifications turned on is all I can advise there. The other thing is the weather. Michaela, I said it with lip reading over on here in the Be Live. So it's beautiful sunny weather, absolutely looking wonderful for the day ahead. So let's get to the cards. I'll zoom in to the cards alone. I'll do them about that big and we'll start up here. So what we've got is mountain, scythe, tower, and bear. There we've got the bear. I'll read these three first because these three actually support what is the bear for today. So I'll go to my little guidebook because, as I've mentioned before, because I'm not as familiar with this deck, I want to learn it a bit more. And because it's got reference to some fairy tales, because it's what it is, it's a fairy tale Lenormand deck, I want to actually get it as per what the author of these cards wanted to put across to us. Now, mountain is the keywords of blockages, trouble, a nemesis, or obstacle. So it's big stuff in the way, basically. And as we can look here, we've got the top of the mountain peeking out, and we've got some other little doovers there, what do you call them, sculptures into the hills. It's almost like that Mount Rushmore type of thing, for those who know American stuff. I don't, but I do know that part. But it's almost like, yes, here's some trouble happening. Look, it almost feels like they're trying to work out what ways to give us some trouble. I don't feel that. I always will bring out the positives in any reading because the energy goes where the energy flows. So flow it towards the positive and you'll have a good day. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Shaz. You're looking great today, Roz. Green shakes agree with you. Well, they do, and sometimes with the purple of a beetroot. Thank you for that. And, you did get the Soulpreneurs notification. Well, that's great to know that it's there. So those of you who can pop over to that when you can join in with the Soulpreneurs. I'm just trying to think, have I actually got... here is a link for that. I shall copy that right now and pop it in both places because I can. So here we go for this one. I don't know whether you'll get it into the Facebook profile because I don't think Facebook allow links directly via this way of doing it into those spaces. So look at the mytimetv.live or the YouTube or the rosboundy page. That's where you'll find the link into the Soulpreneurs the Lenormand Cards group. It's free. It's just a matter of signing up to that actual app, which is free. You don't have to pay anything for this. There are some paid groups and spaces within it, but mine is not. This one in particular is not. So let's get back now that we've had that little mini interruption, which is fine. I don't mind that. I'll just take my time. So the mountain is, in the Native American tale, Shan had 2 wives. Hopefully that's how that's pronounced. One was said to be beautiful while the other was kind. As time went on, the beautiful wife became jealous of the kind wife, and this caused many problems. The jealous one threatened to leave, but Shan did not try to stop her. Grieving because her husband didn't seem to want her, the pretty woman became the mountain known as Mount Rainier. This mountain blocked the way so that the kindly wife could not travel home to see her ailing mother. So Shan had to deal with this obstruction. The second wife also transformed into a mountain. Now when you look toward Mount Baker, you can see Shan and his 2 wives. So that's part of what can be almost, in an Australian comparison, a dreaming. So wonderful story, isn't it? It's the obstacles we put in the way ourselves. Now as we look at the side, that is about one of the things. I'm just trying to think I'm trying to find the page, you see. Hold on a second. The side, keywords: cutting, swift repercussions, accidents, danger, removal. Not boding too well with obstacles and danger and stuff like that in our cards already today. And this is in the tale, the fairy tale of the husband who was to mind the house. And the husband harangues his wife. He tells her he can do what she does, but she can't do his job. So, like a wife swap, a job swap, isn't it? So the wife goes out to work in the fields, leaving her husband behind to be the housewife. While she accomplishes her task, her husband has a series of accidents and disasters that include a cow hanging from a rope. Can you imagine? But anyway, the wife has to act swiftly to correct all of his mistakes, but the mishaps that have already occurred can only be remedied. This is no way to rectify the damage done. So pay attention to the imminent danger the side points toward. So it's pointing towards the tower. As far as here is the scythe point, it's pointing this way. So what we've got next is the tower to interpret. And that is a little bit like government institutions and stuff from the regular Lenormand that I do read with the Gilded Reverie one. And I do read more intuitively, not following guidebooks. It's just that I wanted to really get into learning what the basis is behind these particular, the meanings of these cards. So here we go. I'm just going to put up Michaela. Oh, you're saying I'm glitching. I'm not seeing that at my end, so that's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? I don't know why. And like an impressionist painting, all good now. Yeah. I saw a glitch, but it was only the one. So let's see that it actually continues working. The tower is corporations, large buildings, restrictions, bureaucracy, and edifice. Oh, so this one's about the story Rapunzel, for those that may remember it. It's the tale of the young woman trapped in a tower. So she's held there because of a problem created by her parents. Her rescuer was a prince determined to make it all the way to the top of the tower. This is the card that points out how you can be restricted by the rules and regulations of the land. This card also refers to large buildings, so it can quite literally mean a skyscraper or a place of power. So Rapunzel's punishment is a type of legal proceeding since her father broke the witch's rules by sneaking into her garden. Dealing with bureaucracies can be a nightmare of red tape, but if her parent had asked instead of taken, Rapunzel might not be imprisoned in the tower. She had to get involved to save herself. So you can expect that when the tower shows up, you must take matters into your own hands. So there's the summary of this. Lawyers, corporate chiefs, military top brass are represented by this card. The gaping maw of the animal at the bottom stands as warning to play by the rules. There we go. The gaping maw of the animal. It almost looks like it's ready to tip off, but it's not. Very interesting. It really does portend a little bit of doom and gloomish type of feeling, but it is the warning, the becoming aware of what is possible if we don't take our stand, our hand, put our energy into doing things that don't get it to this point of the doomy gloomy. And with the bear, we have that opportunity, because what the bear actually represents, and I was surprised at the story of this the first time that we read the bear, it is protector, strength, maternal instinct, and authority. So this is our own inner authority. This is us doing the rectification and sorting out and really getting things flowing in a wonderful, compassionate, motherly type of way, the feminine energies. So Rose Red and Snow White's mother allows a bear into their home. She's a strong woman, so has no fear of the bear. The girls play with the bear, who in turn become their friend and protector. The two girls encounter an ungrateful dwarf who has stolen the bear's treasures. They see the bear kill the dwarf, but then the bear shapeshifts into a handsome prince. It must be an exciting story. I still haven't looked this one up to read it. Because Snow and Rose kept his secret, he marries Snow and his brother marries Rose. It was the mother's maternal instinct to trust the bear that had led the girls to their new lives. So it reminds us of the maternal instinct being really strong. So what we have as the strength in our reading today, the basis is this maternal instinct, this strength. Remain strong. Trust the one that you might think should be feared. There are times where this can happen. So someone that might be in this institution that brings whatever it's going to happen, just feel into that. Don't be frightened, because we have actually got the bear, the motherly instinct within us that can cope, deal with, and get things back on track, which is what we're going to be seeing as the result from the end of that day. So how's that one? A really wonderful reading when you look at the depth of it. There is further within that, but we don't have time. So take what you feel from that. Trust what your connection is with spirit. Trust that's your maternal loving instinct in that, feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Trust in inner world first to really bring forward what is your truth, your true pathway, your next step as well. So thank you for joining me. I am going to leave it there. So it's been a wonderful session when we finally got sorted after the lip reading. Thank you, Evelina, for those who experienced that in the Be Live section. And it's a portend of moving forward in your day in positive ways. Bring your heart into unconditional love. Bring that energy forward as the utmost need, as what you desire that it is. We want to really connect together as humanity in unconditional love, not putting judgment on each other, but living together in all spaces and places, races, colours, creeds, whatever. We are people who want love, who want to share love in all different ways. All of that. So thank you, Shaz, as well, and keep being the best you that you can be. And namaste till tomorrow morning. Bye for now.